get you past the Series 7, right? We're going to try. Well, it's 1:30 in the morning, freaking crazy. I'm watching McLeod, or I just watched Donnie Brasco again, but I was teaching till about midnight, and I had this video that I did enough so you don't miss anything. My video off. Hopefully that helps. Gets one XYZ 50 call. That's a long call. You're bullish. It's for speculative, and the break even is strike plus premium. Pretty good. Remember, green is bullish, red is bearish. So then we go to the next one down. Buy a put. It's a long put. That buy, own, hold, long all mean the same thing. It's bearish. And look, it's still speculative. You thought I was off kilter. And then it's strike minus premium. Okay. So buy an XYZ 50 put is a long put. It's bearish, strike minus. Buy a 50 call. It's a long call. It's bullish. It's speculative and strike plus premium. Go to the next one. Sell a call. Ooh, naked. Oh, we wonder where that's going to go. So selling a 50 call is like shorting or writing a call. It's bearish, and you do it straight plus premium. And then we go to the next one. And remember, red is bearish, so it's bearish. Oh, naked, uncovered. That's what it means when you sell an option by itself. It's naked or uncovered. So we're going to sell an XYZ 50 put. It's short, write a put. It's bullish. You're doing it for income, and you do strike minus premium. So let's go over this again. So these these are for speculation. It's white, so you're not going to see it. So I'm not going to even bother anymore. These are for speculative when you're buying options, and these are for income. Whenever you sell an option, it's for income. That's the only reason. So let's jump down a little bit farther. Let's go to the hedging. Okay. If you're long stock and long a put, that's a protective. Or if it's done on the same day, it's a marry put. You're still bullish because the stock rules. And HIP, in my world, HIP means hedge, insure, protect. So if you buy stock and then you buy an option, buy a put, you're doing it for HIP. HIP, hedge, insure, protect. So I always say buyers are HIP. And since it's buy and buy, it's going to be stock plus premium for the break even. Super easy. Next hedge, long stock, shorter call. That's a covered call. Why you do? It's bullish because you own the stock. Maybe even neutral if you sell it at this. The strike is the same place you bought stock, whatever. You're doing it for income. The only reason you ever sell options is for income. And this is a covered call. Okay. How do you do break even? It's going to be the stock minus the premium. Remember, I'm right. I put stock in big letters to remind you it's not the strike price, it's the stock. And always remember, stock is cool, stock is it, stock is everything. Okay. Stock is king, stock is everything. Now, those are two of the hedging ones. But remember, I do a covered call for income. Next, short stock, long call. That's a protective call. Now, since I'm short stock, I'm bearish. See, it's red. Okay. And I'm doing it for HIP, a hedge insurance protection. Again, HIP, hedge insurance protection. Buyers are HIP. So when you buy an option with a stock position, you're doing it for HIP. Buyers are HIP. Hey, HIP, who cool. It's for hedge insurance and protection. And again, since it's a buy and a sell, it's stock minus premium. Super duper easy for break even.
No.
And these will answer a bunch of questions on the exam. So if you're short stock, short a put, to sell and a sell. Well, since you're selling an option, it's a covered put. So let's see.
If you post in here,
so if you sell an option by itself, it's naked or uncovered, like it's blowing in the wind, right? It's uncovered, it's naked. But if you have a stock position, so if you sell a call and you own stock, that's a covered call. If you're short a put and you're short stock, that's a covered put. I like that. I think we're on the same page. So if I short stock, short a put, it's a covered put. It's bearish, maybe even neutral if I sell it at the strike, the same place I shorted it, and I did it for income. And it's stock plus premium. Why? Because it's a buy and a buy. So remember, the same you add, different you subtract for break evens. Okay, that's hedging. Let's move on down.
I have a group already.
Now we're going to the straddle world. I'll do both at the same time. I know, screw it. We'll do both. Okay. Now, long call, long put. That's a long straddle. Okay, long call, long put. That's a long straddle. Because how do you know it's long? Because it's with the long. So if they say the word buy, own, hold, long, and you see two of them, it's a long straddle. And what do? You do it for volatility. See, there's no color here because it's not really bullish or bearish. You're looking for volatility as two break-even points. I could probably even write that in there. Now, look what I did here. When you see two options, you have to do something. I can't circle, right? Let me do it in here. So if you see two options, right here, two options, you have to do something with the premiums. Since it's a buy and a buy, you're going to add the premiums. And then you do the call plus the total premiums. And then you do the put minus the total premiums. So if it's 4 and 2, you add them up. That's 6. It's going to be the strike plus 4 and the put strike minus 4. So these are the straddles. A long call, long put. It's a long straddle. We want volatility. There's two break evens, one up, one down. And then on a short, then we have a short straddle, which again is a short call, short a put. So remember something, we name things for what they are. So a straddle is either long or short. And why is that? Well, because it's either long and you bought both, or you're short because you sold both. Pretty straightforward. Moving on in. We're going to keep moving. Spreads. Okay, here we go. So it's a long call, short call. Now, I put the heart near the dominant one, right? So the dominant one is the one that drives the spread. So that's why I have the heart next to it. So in this case, long call, short call. If the dominant call, if the buy call is a dominant, then these things follow. But let's get into this for a second. How do I know if a call is dominant? Well, the lower strike call is always a dominant. Okay, so if you have a 35 and a 40 call, the 35 is always dominant on the calls and the longer month. So if it's a longer month, it's always dominant. And on the put side, it's always the higher put or the longer month. So it's always the longer month, the farther away. So it's August right now. It's still almost September. My anniversary is in 2 days. I still haven't bought anything, honey. Hopefully she doesn't watch this. It's right now. Would I rather have an option that lasts until October or December? I'd much rather December. So that's why it's more expensive. It's the dominant. So that's the two ways. So I'm just showing you not how to find the dominant, but if you get the dominant, by the way, if they give you the premium, don't fight it. The bigger premium is always the dominant, always. The lower call or the higher put or the longer month. Those are the rules. Unless they give you premium, and then it's whatever they say it is. Now, if this is a long call, the long call spread, so it's called a debit spread. If you see the word long, own, hold, the dominant tells you since the dominant is a buy means debit. So this is a debit spread. And since the buy call is a dominant, it's bullish. Since it's a debit, you want it to widen exercise. Remember, dead wives can't nag. Okay. So debit, widen, exercise. And when you do the break even, you subtract the two premiums from each other. And then you add it to the lower strike price. That's what it is. Again, when it's a call spread, you add to the lower every time.
Start on my
and it's
playlist.
Green because it's bullish. Let's go to the next one.
Start on the
long call,
playlist.
short call. Well, it sounds familiar. But the dominant is the short call. So the short call is either the lower strike or the longer month. Since the short call is the dominant, that's a sell. Short means sell. Sell means credit. So this is a credit spread, and we're bearish, and we want it to narrow. We want it to expire. That means remember when I say widen or narrow, we want the premiums to either get farther apart or closer together. So that's what narrow or widen means. And expire means I would love it if both options expired. Because remember, I have money in my pocket. So I want it to stay that. I want the money to stay. So if it expires, I keep the money. And again, you subtract the premiums because it's a buy and a sell, and you still add to the lower strike. So in a call spread, you still add to the lower. Pretty straightforward. I try to look at these things like I teach the different way of methods. And look, and if you guys want to really have a really revolutionary way, way to look at options, it's a different way. I kind of created a method that's kind of way I think of them. I'm kind of nuts. So I kind of think of them about break even and everything. And it's really intuitive and it really works. Okay. So that's why I'm just saying, since we're in here, might as well make a pitch for you can buy my options. You can rent my options videos for $20 a month. That's nothing. That's like what, 2 packs of cigarettes. Well, maybe 1 pack of cigarettes. It's one movie with no popcorn or drink, but one movie. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Oh, I surprised you. Long a put, short a put. Okay. So long a put, short a put, that's a put spread. Now look, the dominant is a long put. So that's a debit spread. That's a buy. Buy means debit. So long, buy, own, hold means debit. So long a put spread, since I'm long a put, buying means debit. And if I buy a put, buying a put is bearish. So is the spread. Since it's a debit, I want it to widen and exercise. Remember, dead wives can't nag. And then again, you subtract the premiums, the two premiums for each other, and then you subtract them the higher strike. Pretty straightforward. Now the last one. Long put, short put. I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but it's because the dominant is different. So in the long put, in the first one, in the red one, the long put is either the farther month or the higher strike. And on this one, the short put is the higher strike or the longer month. And again, or the bigger premium, whatever the bigger premium is, remember you follow that. So this is a long put, short put. This is a credit spread. Since sell means credit, the short is a dominant, that means credit. If I sell a put, I'm bullish. You know that already. And if I have a credit, I want it to expire because I have the money in my pocket. So I want it to expire and I want the premiums to get closer together so I can buy back cheaper. So understand that. I'm not going to go into the math on this, but if you have a debit spread, you spent the spread. If you want to sell it, you want the spread to widen. You can sell it for a bigger spread for more money. And if you sold a spread, you sold it for the difference between the two premiums, that spread. And then you're hoping it gets narrow and you can buy it back cheaper. Okay. So this is a little chart. Take a screenshot of this. I think it will help. This is not something that you would write on your hot sheet, but it's hard because it's too much. But it's a really good like reminder, like print it out, put it on your wall. My analyst students, they had me write this down. They were like, oh my God, it's just so great to have it all in one spot. This isn't end all be all, but it really does help with seeing everything in one piece of paper. Okay. Okay. Well, welcome back. I'm so glad we made it through. Hopefully it wasn't that long. I try to keep them. I try not to drone on and on and on because who wants to just sit there and listen for 2, 3, 4 hours to somebody talk, especially me, because I'm fucking annoying as hell. So, guys, thank you very much. Don't forget to join me every Tuesday and Thursday night on my live Q&A. I'm the original doing that. I've been doing it for since
we going live with the Q&A, and I'm counting it down. Lock in with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We are live right now. The questions, the answers, the energy, it's all happening. Drop your questions in the chat. Turn that volume up.
And we're here, baby. Love it. Hold on, let me undo this one. Boom. Hope everyone's okay. Let's see if I can do this right without having a double echo. Let's see. There we go. That should be fine. I'll do it that way. Boom. There we got it. Okay. No echo. Hope everyone's doing well. We are live and it's Tuesday night. Time for FINRA night. Everything's about the FINRA. We will talk about 65, 66 stuff. If it rolls, we're into the FINRA night. Okay. Couple quick things. Guys, I'm big on this. This is my new thing. I got Jonathan Haidt. Jonathan Haidt kind of popularized this, and he's the one who got everyone Jonathan Haidt. He's really awesome. And if you have kids, you should listen to him. He is talking about, he got most of the schools to ban cell phones from bell to bell. Jersey's doing that now, where you can't have a cell phone before during the day, which is great. And now he started a new thing. Okay. Veronica, email it to me at kenfinnan@gmail.com. Okay. Oh, can we not hear me? Hold on. I have two of them. Hold on. Let me see. Do I have two of them going? Are we muted? Hold on a second. Yeah, SIE 6, 7, all that stuff tonight. Okay. I have two things going because my camera wasn't working so well. There we go. There's one. Here, is it double hitting? It shouldn't be double hitting. Hold on. That's what I'm worried about. Okay. I should be just coming up as one person now, right? I should be okay. I should be. Nervous. How do I sound? Am I okay? Am I double hitting? Because I was doing that. I had a class right before this, and that kind of screws everything up. Okay. Now, let's get into this. Here we go. Okay. Oh, that's horrible. So, a couple of things we want to chat about. Okay. Okay. So it sounds good. Good. Okay. Because I have it actually on two. I'm afraid to knock out of the other one because I'm afraid it's going to screw me up. Okay. Couple quick things. If you don't have a vendor yet, go get Achievable. They're fucking outstanding. They really are. No, it doesn't look good. I know where I am. Okay. So now I'm fully aware of what I am. Okay. So now Achievable is amazing. I love them. Go check out STC or Achievable. Both are fantastic. No one teaches this shit better than Achievable, especially for the SIE. If you're a newbie, it is absolutely the best way to go. 100% the best way to go. Okay, hold on. Now, here's my bigger thing. Here's my challenge for you guys. This is what I said. Check out Jonathan Haidt if you have children. If you're not, check him out anyway. He's big on get the fucking internet off your phone. So here's my challenge for you guys, okay? This is my challenge. Your phone. Get the internet off your phone, okay? Get everything off. Get the notifications. Unfortunately, get YouTube, all that shit, okay? Now. Okay. Now. Get the internet off your phone. Leaving texting and email on there. Just do it for 2 weeks. 14 days. Try it. I want anyone to please type in here that you can videos, you can watch my videos, you can have Instagram, all that shit, your fucking phone. So literally your phone should have nothing. No alerts, no nothing for 2 weeks. At least it's fucking outstanding, okay? I want everyone to do it. I swear to God, it'll make such a big difference. It really will, okay? You will see it within 2 weeks. You will see you'll start to think better. You'll start to learn. You won't be, literally, okay? Okay. There you go. That's it. Get a Nokia. But you remember, I know that people work, so you have to at least have your email and your phone and your texting on there. Other than that, it should be fucking blank. It should like look like this. Hold on if I can do it. Like that. Like that should be your entire thing. Nothing there. Just basically a blank thing. Even get the fucking leave the email on there. That's good. But get everything off. You will see a drastic difference. I'm going to push you guys until you do it. And I want to know if somebody does it. So Elise already did it. We're going to make sure other people are going to do it. I'm going to track you, and we're going to see in 2 weeks how much of a difference it makes. Because I mean, how many times have I done this? Oh, I'm looking for a video of Kevin O'Leary for something. And next thing I'm down a fucking rabbit hole looking at bunnies or looking at like, I literally did this. I was looking for a video. I want to add Kevin O'Leary into a video I'm doing. And I looked on Instagram. I was going to record and all that stuff. And what happened? I ended up hitting somehow where it's like teen voice, where there's a bunch of kids singing. And next time I'm down a rabbit hole going down there. It's crazy shit. So we don't want to go there, right? So you want to get this shit off so you can just focus, okay? Okay. David, I'm with you. I 100% lock it down, but I want no distractions. It's kind of like when you're driving, you shouldn't text, but the phone's there and it goes off. You're like, oh, maybe I'll text. You shouldn't do it, but you get it off your goddamn phone. Okay. At least that is outstanding. That's the way to go. Get off all social media until you get it passed. Your friends can still text you. Your work can still email you. And if you really need to scroll Instagram or watch my stupid videos, you can do it on a laptop or on your an iPad or something like this. Get it off the phone. And here's what I tell everyone. If that makes you uncomfortable, you really need to do it. If it makes you uncomfortable, you really, really have to do it. It's much more important. Because if that's bad for you, that means you're really addicted. I'm addicted to it. As I just saw a post that said, married life is basically telling the 2 seconds that you're not on your phone, telling your spouse that they're on the phone too much. It's literally what it is. Okay. Now, if you need tutoring, I'm here for you. I got series7exam.org. If you don't like my style, you can check out Michael Weiss over at series7examtutor.com. He's a little calmer, not yelling as much. He's good stuff. Okay. Yeah. It's that thing. You can go down that dark road. Just go dark. I mean, your friends, and again, that goes along with that Pomodoro method, right? The 25 minutes of studying, 5-minute break, do that. 25 minutes on, put your phone in another room, set a timer, let it go. That's where you're going to go. Okay, let me get into some questions here. Okay. Guys, if you have questions, throw them in the chat. I love doing the rah show, but throw questions at me. It's fun stuff. Okay. Now, let me see one more thing. Okay, you guys, Scott, thanks for joining. You're gonna love it. The membership classes are amazing. My options classes are amazing. My options videos are amazing. They will blow your mind how easy they are. You will wish. I had a student come in and he came on after he failed, and he goes, "I was in my class. It was a Sunday night class." And he comes and goes, "I wish I got 50 options questions." And he was so mad. Everyone else is like groaning, like, "Oh my God, they would have sold their soul to get 50 option questions." Okay. Now, okay. So here we go. Let's see. Grace, we know why you're scared because there's a lot of there's a lot riding on this shit, right? I agree with you. It's a lot riding on it. So let's fix that. Okay. Let's change up what you're thinking. You have the end of the month. So that means you have 18 days. Every morning you got to say to your shit, I'm going to pass this thing. I'm going to pass it. I'm going to pass it. I'm going to pass it. You got to say that every time. Every time, just go, I'm going to pass it. Because if the more you do it, remember something. When you say something, okay? When you say something, your mind tries to make it true. So you say, I'm going to pass. I know my shit. I'm going to pass. I know my shit. Say it every day. Just do it. Just say it out loud. Guys, if you're going to take the test, say in here, I'm going to pass the test. Type it in here. I'm going to pass the test. You got to do that. Okay, here we go. You're going to be scared, but you got to do it every day. Maybe, listen, so if you're 20 days out and you're worried, did you change the way you did it? Did you change the way you studied? Did you change it to reading? Did you do more videos? Did you do more questions? Did you not do enough questions? You got to think about what you did wrong the first 2 times, and you're going to try to fix it. That's what we got to do. We got to figure out what was wrong the first time and fix that. Okay. And listen, you have 20 days. It's so much time. Okay. David, hope you're still on it. You're from LinkedIn, baby. Okay. I love it. Get some basic stuff. If you have questions on stuff, that's awesome. I am so afraid of it. Everyone tells me I should teach the SCFP because when I talk to people, it's like, you know all this shit. I'm like, I don't know. I think that takes actual brains. So that's awesome. Keep at it. You get the product stuff. Are you doing the 6-month one or the one that takes a year? And guys, if you're taking the CFP, go check out Brett Danko. He's probably one of the best. And if you're doing the insurance stuff, after you pass this and you need your life and health, go check out the insurance exam queen on what do you call it? On YouTube. She's really good. Pink hair and all that. She's great, but she's good at what she does. Okay. Pete and repeat, baby. I love it. Any surprises on that fucker? That is outstanding. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. That's amazing. Okay, I just got demonetized, baby. Right then, once I put that on there, I'm demonetized. Okay, I don't care what the fuck I'm about. Okay, Sonia, we're gonna get there, baby. We are gonna get there. We're gonna get there, right? We are absolutely gonna. You're gonna come back on here, say the 7. We're gonna play a song, and you got to tell me once you pass. You got to tell me what song you want, and we are gonna do it for you. We're gonna nail that. Okay. The 65. I love it. We're killing it. Absolutely killing it. W Law, is that like J Law, Jennifer Lawrence, or J Law? I love it. That's awesome. Okay. Any surprises on that stuff? Any surprises on that at all? Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. And anyone who's gonna say that they want to do this, take the shit off your phone. I know you're afraid to. Type in here, you're gonna do it. Tell me you're in. Just type in here that you're in and you're gonna do this. Okay. Good. Okay, we're gonna get you through this. Aditi, we're gonna get you through this. Okay, you got a 67. Don't be scared, baby. Don't be scared. March 7th. That means you have a month. Between that, my options videos are gonna put you over the top, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, the test was so easy." But remember, that's the goal, baby. You want to get it where the test is. We're good. Okay, that's our goal. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Can I do something here? Nope. Nope, I don't need that. Okay. I thought there was something I could do to make that a little more transparent, but you're going to rock this thing. If you have a month, you're going to rock this thing. I promise you. Okay. I agree. I think my options video will save your damn life. I will. Okay. I can lab. Okay. Yeah, look, this is what okay. I know. So look, I literally, and I'll get to Lisa's in a second. On any exam, this isn't just on the 65 and 66. I tell people, don't do the mastery exam. If you're killing it doing 90s on simulated, fine. You can do the mastery, but it's going to make you feel bad, okay? It's literally going to make you feel like shit. The mastery on Kaplan, the mastery exam and the practice, it's called the practice exam, are really hard. And I think one of them, you can't even see your answers after. So it's like, they just tell you, I mean, it's value there, but and if you're really strong and you want to do it, fine. But it makes a lot of people feel like shit because it's way trickier than the exam. Which remember, as I tell everyone, the test is not easy. As Erin used to yell at me, the test is not easy. Okay, but I say it's easy. You got to think it's easy. It's straightforward. That's another thing. When you're taking this test, you got to go in there going, these questions are easy. Because if you think that way, you're going to find it. I use the example. When my wife says, hey, get the mayo or ketchup or whatever it is out of the refrigerator, I go in there, I can't fucking find it. But if she goes, it's in there, somehow I find it. Or if you're looking for something and you go, look, but once you know it's there, you look harder. So I'm saying if you keep saying that these questions are easy, if you keep saying they're easy, think that way, always think that way. And we're going to go from there. So if you do that, if you think they're easy, you'll see a hard question and go, oh my God. And then you'll realize it's easy. Like I got a question. It was, you know what? I'll try to find it by the end of the class. Okay. I will try to find this and see if I can put it up there. and have you guys try it. It's like, it's so easy, but it looks really hard. Okay. And I think Jeff will be back next week. Okay. Okay. So Veronica, yeah, shoot me an email at kenfinnan@gmail.com. Okay. Okay. I have videos on that at least, but okay, we'll talk about it. Okay, so the quotes on munis are sometimes they're basis quotes. Okay, so instead of being, do I have the board here? Do I have the board here? Did I put it somewhere? Oh, here. Da-da-da. Okay, so a lot of times munis can be regular, just quoted, right? They can be quoted like regular stuff. Where do I have a marker somewhere? I should have a marker. If they say a what do you call it? Is a, where is it? Hold on. Okay. They say that a messy desk is a sign of a smart man. Well, if that's true, then I'm a goddamn fucking genius because my desk is a mess. So I'll have to grab one of these. I'll grab one of these. I don't think the red shows up that well, but we're going to see how it does. Okay. So when you're talking about munis, let me back up a little bit. Here we go. Okay. See my screen. So, well, Apple's done. Everything else is up and Apple's done, right? Okay. Let's see if red shows up. Well, who knows if it will. We'll find out, won't we? Okay. So here we go. So if we're going to buy, normally a bond is like this. A regular quote would be like 98 and an eighth. Okay, that would be 1 divided by 8, right? So that'd be 98.125 because 1 divided by 8 is 0.125, and then just move this over 981.25. That's normal bonds if they're term bonds. Even munis can be quoted that way if they're term bonds. However, so I don't even have the eraser anymore. Do I just go crazy? Oh, I did because I did a trip. See, look at that. I have my logo. Okay. There we go. Nope. Let's find some shit. Okay, I have my laptop in here. You're going to come along the ride with me. Maybe I don't have it. I thought I did. Just trying to find something that will help us. Okay. Here I have the Dow 40,000 hat, which is now obsolete because the Dow is now at 50,000, right? So it's all different. Okay. There's an eraser. I can use that. I just had to find an eraser. I'll look for my mess. Okay, now, sometimes muni bonds, okay? Sometimes muni bonds are quoted a little different. I got to keep talking because I don't want dead air because my anxiety doesn't allow me not to stop talking. Okay, I got to do that. But I hope you guys are going to agree to do this no internet thing. And somebody goes, what about your videos? I said, well, I'll deal with it. For a couple of weeks, you don't watch my videos. It's fine. So there's that, okay? So that's a normal bond. Now, sometimes they're quoted as a yield to maturity. So understand something. It's called basis. So you're going to say you bought like a 5% bond at an 8 basis. Okay, they'll say basis. They probably won't even say percentage. To fuck with you, they'll say an 8 basis. They're not going to say 8 basis points. They're going to say basis. So here, we have a 5% bond at an 8 basis. Now, the question is, everyone, is that a premium or a discount? Well, this is the coupon. And 8 is the basis, means yield to maturity pretty much, okay? So that means that the coupon is lower than the other yields. So that would count as a discount, right? So we have a discount bond. We have coupon. What's another word for coupon? I feel like Mr. Rogers. Nominal. Then we have current yield, yield to maturity, yield to call. So if the yield to maturity is higher than the coupon, or the yield to call is, or the current yield are all higher than the coupon, has to be a discount. So when they quote a bond and they say, oh, you bought a 5% bond at a basis, and if it's higher than the coupon, then it's a it's higher than a coupon. If higher than the coupon, then it is a discount. If it's lower, it's a premium. You will never, ever, ever, under penalty of death, ever, under anything, ever have to calculate yield to maturity. It's just not a thing you do on the test. You have to know the relationship. So if you see that a bond's trading at a discount, you know the yield to maturity is going to be the highest choice. If you see a bond trading at a premium, you have to know that yield to maturity is going to be the lowest choice, okay? Now, that's all it is. Just remember that. So now, let's talk about high-level stuff. So Geo bonds, this isn't brain surgery, people. And the books try to make it do that, especially Kaplan and Past Perfect. I do like them, but they try to go a little, they're deep dives, but they hurt you a little. If I buy what's a geo bond? A geo bond, and guys, if you haven't been answered yet, I will get to, I promise. So a geo bond it's a muni bond that pays for shit that's free. High schools, libraries, city hall, although I go into city hall, I come out with tickets somehow. High schools, libraries, local roads, parks, free. Where do they get the money from? People paying their taxes. That's called ad valorem taxes, property taxes. What do we look at when we're evaluating a geo bond? Mostly population, or people moving in or moving out. Like they say Jersey, everyone's moving out. California's everyone's moving out. Everyone's moving to Tennessee, Texas, and Florida, okay? So their geos look better, ours look worse. It's not exactly that, but it's the idea. Revenue bonds are for stuff that costs you money, okay? Now, before you issue a geo bond, you need voter approval because you're going to raise your taxes, okay? Revenue bonds are for things that cost money. So if you choose not to do them, right? So if you don't want to do them, you don't do them. Like in Jersey, if you want to go to the Jersey Shore, you got to take the Parkway. It costs money. So it's a revenue bond. If you don't want to do it, you can drive. There's a Route 9 or Route 1 you can take to get down there, okay? Those are free, but it takes 5 times as long. Revenue bonds are for like hospitals, airports, toll roads, bridges, tunnels, anything that could stadiums, convention centers, anything, parking garages, anything that costs money run by the town. It's a revenue bond. You don't need voter approval because if you don't want to do the thing, you don't have to do the thing. You can walk around it. But it does have to do a feasibility study, which means they have to decide, the underwriters hire a consultant to say, will it pay for itself? You have to have a legal opinion, which is bond counsel, which is a lawyer who's an expert in muni law, who's going to say, hey, I got, who says I have, it's legal to issue. They have, whether it's insurance or not, whether it's tax-free or not, but they do, remember, the bond counsel does not ever look, and these are all questions that pop up. I've 100% seen them on the 7 and the SIE. The bond counsel will never look at credit rating, will never look at whether it's going to make money or not. They're literally looking at the legal shit or not. Hope that helps a little bit at least. Okay. And Grace, yeah, we'll talk about all that shit. Okay, good to go. Okay. Okay. Again, I'm catching up. I'm about 20 minutes behind. So if you ask a question with the last 20 minutes, I'm going to get to you. I promise. Okay. I talk weird sometimes when I get hyped up. Like my family knows, my daughter knows not to talk to me for about an hour after this thing because I'm so fucking hyped up. I love this shit. I love doing this. If I had nobody watching, I would still do this. I literally have nobody watching. I have 35 people watching. It's not, I know how many on LinkedIn and Instagram and all this shit. I don't know. But I love doing it. Whether I had 3,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers, it's always about 30 to 40 people, maybe 50, because people roll in and out and I do this. Okay. Okay. My question is, after you're reading each chapter. Okay, so I'm not a fan of doing quizzes right after you read the chapter because here's the problem: your scores are going to be so much better because you just read it. I'd rather get through the whole book and then do the do quizzes after. You want to see what makes it get to see what's made it into long-term memory. Okay. Oh, and yeah, nervous. If you're still on here, we're going to talk it. I'm going to hire you at some point to help me do the setup. I really am. Okay. Because I have this board that I have to figure out how to fucking light, and maybe you can help me set this up. I also have some podcast interviews I'm doing, and I'm going to use a phone, but I have this mic. Oh, this thing. This cool. I did it, and I think it works because I have 2 people, but I have to find out. I have a lot of podcast interviews set up. Okay. Yeah, I agree. There's apps a lot down your phone. I think they do work. Okay, here we go. Okay. David Daly, baby. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. ABC stock is currently trading in the secondary market for 80 a share. Okay. I forgot I have a board. That's awesome. Okay. Okay. President. Okay. So what's the rest of it? Okay. ABC share, any exercise the options. Okay. Okay. So in the money means that this is a great question. So in the money, I won't worry about this so much, but an in the money option means this, that it's actually in the money. It doesn't help you. Doesn't mean profit. Remember, guys, in the money and intrinsic mean the same thing. So if I have an 80 call, I have the right to buy. So I'm bullish, right? So even if I sell the call, so if say the stock's trading at 84, How much in the money is it? $4. Okay. It's that simple. Okay. If it's trading at 87, it's $7 in the money. That's all it really is. Now let's go back. Okay. Now, let's say I bought bought or sold, doesn't matter. Buy or sell doesn't matter. Premium doesn't matter. But I'm going to do this. Let's say I have an 80 call at 11, which you use. And let's say the stock's trading at 88. Okay. So now we have an 80 call and it's trading at 88. That means it's $8 in the money, but what's my premium? 11. So didn't I pay more than the intrinsic? So 88 is my intrinsic, or 8 is my intrinsic in the money. Same thing. It has nothing to do with whether I make money or not, but it's trading at 11. So it's $3 in the money. That makes sense. That's $8 in the money, $3 of time value. See what happens? I get late. I'm looking at myself and I'm going, how ugly I am. And then I get fucked up. So now $8 of in the money, $3 of time value. My time value is $3. Okay. Now let's say the stock's trading at 77. It's out of the money. It's called extrinsic, but don't worry about the number. It's out of the money. So the entire premium is time value. So there's 0 intrinsic and there's $11 of time value. That's when an in the money call trading at 11 means that the 11 has nothing to do with, there's nothing to do with the in the money or out of money. The premium has nothing to do with it. It's literally whether it's up or down. Now let's try the other side. Let's say I have a 70 call. Paul, what am I doing? Same thing. See what happens? My mind's going too fucking fast. Put. See, I have a 70 put. Now, 70 put. Anything below the strike price is in the money. So let's say it's trading at 65. It's $5 in the money, or $5 of intrinsic. So that would be an in the money put. And it has nothing to do with buy or sell, has nothing to do with it. It's literally, if it's above a call, it's in the money, or below a put, it's in the money. Boom. There you go. That's easy shit. Hope that helps a little bit, my man. Okay. Yes, I don't have a bunch of videos, but I have, remember, quality over quantity, right? So I have 2 videos. If you look in my Series 7 crash course, okay? If you look at my Series 7 crash course, I have 2 of them. I have one just straight up suitability, like what you should know. It's like 20 minutes long. And then I have another one, which is just, here's securities, what it's good for, what it's bad for. That's really, those are a lot of what you need. I also have a video on option suitability where I go through questions on, because option suitability is very easy. It just seems very hard. So I have a video on option suitability too. Okay. I promise you guys that I would give you that hard question too, right? Okay. Well, I'm looking. I think it's in this one. Let's see. Nope. We're out of that. It's not that one. We're going to keep going. I'm going to find this stupid question because I'm going to show you how easy it is, even though it looks like it's really hard. Is this it? Customer buys 5. Yeah, this is it. Okay, good. I'll put it up. And now I have it. I can hold it. Okay. Good. Now, again, I have an option suitability video. I have 2 suitability videos, one called suitability, and the other one is it's just like each product and what it's good for and bad for, who it's good for, who it's not good for. I think that's more valuable than the other one. Always remember the suitability. Always remember there is a holy trinity of suitability: growth, income, or safety. If they say growth, you have to do things that grow: common stock, mutual funds, variable annuities, stuff like that. If they say income, you have to do something where it pays. Okay, it pays you, like bonds, preferreds, CMOs, REITs, stuff like that. And then if they say safety, you go treasuries, or high grade, but you go to treasuries first and then you look for the high grade stuff. Okay. Trying to connect everything is hard for me. Hold on. Like 20, 25 questions after each. So you have a dash cam, trying to connect everything. Okay. Try just one thing at a time. Don't do everything. Just try to say, okay, common stock, I'm owning stock. Why do I buy common stock? So have a dash cam if you're on here. I want you to answer me. Only anyone can answer, but I want you to do it. Why am I buying common stock? And what is it? Like one word. I want your notes to not be 25 pages. I want a 1 or 2 liner. Like I own common stock. Why do I buy it? Why? There's 2 reasons. There's 3 reasons. 2, 3 reasons I buy it. And like, is it long term? Is it short term? Stuff like that. We'll get you there. Okay. Sonia, absolutely. Rose Aurelian, you're definitely gonna nail it. Okay. Boom, Catherine, I love it. The apps are gone. Now, appetizers are good, apps are bad. Okay. Sonia, good. Elise, we're in. Boom. Finn Minty, I love it. Let's get this. Let's get a fucking movement and get all this shit off your phone. Here's the scary part. You may do it and actually fucking love it. And you may go, oh my God, I'm never going back. I'm hoping that you pass the exam and never go back to boom. Okay. Oh, Giannis made a header. Boom. Okay, boom. First of all, I hope you're still on here. Giannis, baby. Okay. Hold on. Let me give you the advice. Okay. I don't think I can put it above me. I don't think I can put, thanks a lot. Nervous. I love that. He's saying put it as some gorgeous faces and blocked. No, trust me. I was a stunner before electricity. Okay. Yeah, fucking read the book. Here's the thing. On the 6th, people, if you're taking the 6th, focus on first mutual funds, annuities, taxes, and I was gonna say options and customer accounts. You get those 4 down, you can pass the test. Remember, you pass the SIE, and it's this wide. The 6 is this wide, but it's deeper. Okay, it's a deeper. That's what she said. It's not as wide, but it's much deeper. So, on that note, did you guys read about what the loan jump people are doing? They're injecting some shit into their to make it wider because it's better aerodynamic. I guess it's like a sail, I guess. Okay. So yeah, I would read the book first, focus on those things. Hopefully if STC are achievable. They're great for this. Okay. I don't Subterran, I don't know that it actually made a difference. I mean, maybe it gave people, it's only 5 points, right? So it's only 5 questions, but I'm gonna wait. I'll come back to you in about a month on that and see if I have an answer. Okay. I think that I think it might help a little bit, but it just makes people feel a little bit better because there's less fake ones, like hard ones, right? Again, and you have a little bit more time. Okay, hold on. Got it. Okay, that's fair. So I do think they do a good job. But yeah, they go into specifics. I think they go in less than Kaplan. But yeah, so maybe what you do is go back and maybe just don't take as many notes. Okay. And use they have a chat bot in there, and they have a chat bot in there, and in the Achievable, they have a chat bot you can use. It'll help. Say, I don't know, just say, can you explain it simply? Can you explain it? Like, don't say like I'm a 5-year-old who's going to use building like sand castles for you. Say, explain it to me like I'm a high school senior or something like that. And they say, and then if you don't get it, say, please explain it again. That chat bot's going to help you a ton. Okay. Brian. Okay. Boom. Love it. Love it. That's awesome. Take a week off. No apps. It's going to help you. Boom. Okay. Let's go, Keola. Hope you're still here, baby. Probably not, because who can say listen to my shit if they don't have to? That is outstanding. Here we go.
Checked in, cracked books, now I'm cashing in. SIE, yeah, I passed it, friend. Felt like a lion in a 3-piece cage. Turn that page, now I'm center stage. Gold on my neck, diploma in my grip. Study like a scholar, but I spit.
Boom, baby. I love it. Okay. Okay, listen to me. Trying to get 80s on Kaplan is like me trying to dunk. It's great, but you don't have to do it, okay? You don't need that, okay? You don't need to have mid 80s on this. Here's the way to tell, as I have a video. Hold on. See if I can find it. If you can do this video, where are we? Are you ready? Hopefully, if you're taking the 7, if you do my 2 brutal exams and the GPT versus the 7, and then the other brutal one from August, if you can do those, then you're in good shape. Then you're ready. If you can pass them and feel good about them, and that's going to give you the same vibe as the test. Here we go. This is also this video. This is one of my favorites. Oh, I almost said delete forever. Okay. I love that. They go, delete forever. Okay. They're here. There, do that one. If anyone taking the 7, I have a bunch of them. One for the SIE, the 66, where they're a bunch of open-end questions. Tom, oh my God, how are you, my man? It's been 15, 16 years since we're on a trading desk at La Branch. Fucking awesome. Okay, I'll reach out to you. Hold on. Demi, definitely I'll show you a chat. Hold on. Keola, I love it. Okay, so how do you know you're ready? When you can answer questions. Like if you can do do my brutal exams. I have 2 of them. One for, I think it's 50 questions. Another one's 103. I'm probably doing another one at some point, but they're really good. They'll give you the same vibe as a test. Okay. The video I just put in there, Kevin, if you can answer all those questions, or open-ended questions, I don't give answers. It's literally just, can you have a conversation about that stuff? Okay. Brian, you got to know that make sure I have a video on butterflies and condors. Go check that out. You'll get a couple of those. But again, most of the test is regs. It's all about the regs. And always remember, with these principles exams, it's mostly your representative screwed up. How do you handle it? Okay. So that's fine. So on the 9, since you're taking it 3 days, you should be solid. Make sure the regs are good. Go watch my video in my options playlist on butterflies and condors. Only because they might show up and you want to feel good about them. Again, it's not that big. Okay. Okay, Edgar. Okay. This is my 3rd attempt at NASAA. I got a 60% first time. Okay. Make sure watch my crash course. Make sure you watch that. Make sure you watch my power hour. The biggest thing I can tell you is make sure that the investor risks are down pat. Like you know them backwards and forwards, and the associated person rules. The rules about associated persons, SROs, violations. I just did a video on violations. Make sure you're good with that shit. We got to make sure you're good on that. If you're good on that, you rose. We're going to get you. We're going to get you, baby. Okay. Tell me you're going to pass. Edgar. Yes, I do. So that's cool. For the SIE, I have a class on Wednesday nights at 7. It's part of the membership. Fucking cheap as hell, right? It's $5 a month. Okay, $4.99 a month. And I don't teach it. I have another guy teach it, Michael. He does it from 7 to 8 p.m. It's an hour. You can ask any questions. The other thing, I do a class. So for both the 7 and the NASAA ones, for the 7, if you do the $20 membership, you obviously get my options videos, which will blow your mind. Just join it. It's fucking worth it. Now, the second part of it is if we bump it up to $24.99, we get the 5. We meet at 6 p.m. on Sundays, just FINRA stuff. If you bump it up to $49 a month, you get the 6 o'clock class and the 7 o'clock class, which is only options. If you jump all the way up to $99 a month, we also add all that other shit in there. Plus, we meet on, like we just met before this, okay? 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on anything, okay? 7 p.m. to 7:50, really. So it's right before the live. It's great. It's a smaller group, but it's great. It's awesome. It's good stuff. We all love each other. And a lot of them start study groups. And what I do is when I leave the group here, I leave it open and they can have a study group. And they can come in. They usually don't come in here because they're doing the study group, which is fine. I want you to pass. I need you to pass. So Edgar, yes, I do classes that way. And I think about it. Even if you paid the $100 a month, that's 3 classes a week plus my options videos. Do the math on that. That's 3 times 4 is 12. Maybe I should charge more. No, so I go 99 divided by 12. That's fucking $8 a class. I think you can afford $8 a class. 8.25. That's literally a double shot at Starbucks. Okay. Yeah, baby. The bond seesaw. I love it. Yeah, we're nailing it. Okay. Yeah, get through the whole thing. Yeah, get through the whole things and do them. Yeah, do all of them after. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is what I tell everyone to do. This is my thing. Don't take a lot of fucking notes. It's going to take forever. So this is what I tell you to do. Read the chapter. Don't take any notes as you go through. Then go back. So your job is you can have 1 page of notes per chapter. That's it. Now, I would say half, but let's say 1. Okay. So if you have 1 page of notes per chapter, so what we do is read the chapter, get to the end, and then go back and skim and go, oh, I don't get that. Like, don't write notes while you're doing it. Do it at the end, then you know what's in it. Then you go back and you can figure out what you're going to take notes on. That's a great way to do it. So read the chapter, finish it, then go back and take notes on, and then don't read it again, but just find the shit that you're doing. Okay, here we go. To answer to my question. Okay. Have a dash. That's one of the reasons, a main reason. So what is the main reason? Okay. You are getting ownership 100%. You have, so yeah, the bottom part makes right. You have ownership of it growing. So why do I buy it? I buy for capital appreciation, which is growth, because the company does better. I do better. You're buying it for income, which is dividends. Not a lot of income, but you're getting dividends. That's part of the profits. Third reason is to beat inflation. That's great. Now, when economy is going well, common stocks are great. When economy is going shitty, stocks are horrible. Okay. But they're long-term investments. Remember, so if you think about a chart, right? If you look at a chart on common stock, right? That's what I do in my literacy classes. I use real ones, but I'm not going to bring up my phone. You can't see it. If you on a chart on a short-term basis, like a month, this is what a stock looks like. Right? You don't know. It's fucking nuts. I don't know. It's everywhere it is. But if you bram it out to a year, it's more like this. Okay. It's a little more steady, but some volatility. But if you push it out to like 20 years, it's that. So think about this one. I just saw a video by my friend Einstein of Wall Street, okay? Peter Tuchman. He did a video with another guy, and he goes, your chance of making money on a 1-year time frame, 10%. On a 1 year, maybe 10%, okay, 20%. Odds on a 5-year time frame, like 40%. On a 15-year time frame, 70%. On a 20-plus time frame, 98% chance of making money. So you're buying stock for the long haul, baby. You're buying it for the long haul. Okay. And as I tell I hate social media too. I like it because I do it, but I do hate it. Okay. Really? You're a tech guy and you don't do that? So you know what's amazing? If you watch, everyone who's into tech, which you are, right, doesn't do social media. Like you watch, what's the one thing people who work for tech firms and Facebook and Meta do? They don't let their kids have social media because they know what it fucking does. So literally, if you can do, Zemrito, get on there. Okay. We'll get it to you. I'm almost up to you. If you can get off of this shit, you will be smarter. If you have kids, never let them do it. They'll be much smarter. Leave it on the iPad. Like, you remember when I, in the 90s, when I was a kid, or I was married, so I had kids, we had one computer in the living room. That was literally it. And it was off the fucking phone line. So if we were on it, you couldn't be on the phone. So, okay. Missed it by... Okay. Look, it's okay. One question again. If that's your second time, I assume. Okay. Listen, you're not a good test taker. That's fine. We just got to get through this shit. Okay. So the point is, what we want to do is make sure that you are fixed this time. So I want you to do this. You got the question. You got SDC. Should you get Kaplan? I know you don't want to waste some more money. Here's the thing. If you want, instead of buying a tutor, join our membership. We meet on Sundays at 5 p.m. On Sundays at 5 p.m. and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, okay? It's going to cost you, at most, if you do the highest level, it's $50 a month. The lowest level is $24 a month, okay? And it's not the class. The class is great. I think they're good. We get a lot out of it. A lot of people pass. But here's the bigger one. They all have study groups. Look on the bottom. Don't forget, guys, if you look on the bottom, see FINRA and NASAA exam test prep network, by far the largest, most active Facebook. There's 4,600 active people in this group. Okay. Seriously. And they're starting 7 groups. They're starting 66 groups. They're starting 65 groups. It's super active. I'm on there helping people out, but there's so many people. There's Marie. There's Mike. There's Michael Weiss, Michael LaRosa. There's Amy. There's all these people on there helping out. There's a couple other guys, Louis. They're all helping each other out by giving answers, by giving support and stuff like that. And all of them everyone starts a group. Basically, somebody goes, hey, is there any groups out there? Crickets. But they go, hey, I'm starting a group. I'm in. All these people do it. Once you do it, people join. It's like, if you build it, they will come. Okay. Yeah, it's less than a golden. It's like less than a golden retriever. Look, that's part of the reason I'm good at what I do. Like I worked on the stock exchange for 20 something fucking years. It was a perfect job for me because I didn't have to worry about projects. I literally went through high school. My senior year, my homeroom teacher, he pulled me aside spring, and he goes, "I just looked this up." He said, because I'm not dumb and all that. And he said, "You were getting by." He said, "You've never written a term paper." I said, "No, I never did. I never did homework, and I just got by because I could take a test. So I could never do a term paper. I could never have a job where I could write that shit down. I was a compliance guy, but I had assistants, and they did the work, and I just made sure it worked. That was the way it worked. I could not do like a long-term project. It doesn't work. That's why my videos are quick. That's why my average video is 24 minutes. It's fucking short. Okay. Now. Okay. Lax man, stay on there. Don't fuck. Hope you didn't leave yet, Lax man. Okay. No. Okay. Well, that should have been a debit put spread. Why would they ask you? No, there's no way anyone would. So let's look at this question. Okay. She's saying buy a put was a dominant leg, right? So it's fine. So you answered debit put spread, and the answer is bear put spread. It's the same fucking thing. That's dumb, unless it was something in there saying what direction. So look, no, Michelle, do not worry about that. So let's talk about that a little bit. I did it on the video if you're watching the beginning, okay? Now, if the dominant is a buy, it's a debit. If the dominant is a sell, it's a credit. Boom, okay? How do we know it's a dominant? If they have a premium, you go with the higher premium every time. Every time you go with the higher premium, okay? So on spreads, if the higher premium is a buy, it's a debit. If the higher premium is a sell, it's a credit, okay? Now, take off the word spread. So if it's a debit call spread, remember, buy means debit means buy. Sell means credit means sell. Say that out loud. Buy means debit, sell means credit. When you go to the store and you buy something, they debit your account. When you sell it, they credit your account, right? So buy means debit. So buy, debit. So if you see a debit call spread, change the word to buy. Buy a call. We know it's bullish. Okay? If you see a debit put spread, change the word debit to buy. Buy a put. Bearish. If you see a credit call spread, credit means sell. Sell call. Bearish. Sell credit put spread. Sell put. Bullish. They're easy. Now, there's debit over bearish is a bullshit differentiate. It's a difference without a distinction, or a distinction without a difference. It's a bullshit question. Give yourself a right answer for that. Okay. Yeah, maybe. You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe they change the questions. Maybe it's in your head. Maybe you think that way. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Laxman, we're done. No. Laxman. Let's see what we got for you. Oh, you get my good one because you're done. And don't forget, guys, stay to the end because I'm going to do that video. I'm going to show you that question that looks really hard, but it isn't. Okay? Boom. Okay. No, we got this. Okay. On what? Sana Salami, what should I focus on? Here we go. Never mind. Now I get it. I showed that. Okay. FX. Okay. Yeah. Did you take the practice? Try the practice exam. If you have Tuesday the 17th, you got 10 days. That's awesome. Make sure you get the risks down, investment risks up at that, and what the register rep can and can't do, like privileged practices, do ethics stuff like that. Make sure that's down pat. Go to my practice exam playlist. The first one, it's colorful, it's annoying, whatever it is, but it's a really good indication of where the test is. Also, make sure you've done the FINRA one, the one on their website. Do that one. That's going to help. FX is a little tough because they're up and down. I have a couple of videos on that practice exam. I have Achievable. I have an STC one. I have a lot of them on there that can really help you out. And I have a Notman one on there too. Okay. Okay. I don't know what triad is. Isn't that like that Chinese gang, the triads? I don't know. Okay. Let me know. Okay. Ooh, tomorrow, no tests. I would not take a test tomorrow. You can do little quizzes and stuff. Tomorrow, watch my crash course, go over videos. Make sure you go over trust and estates. Tomorrow's not a heavy day. Tomorrow is a light day. You're done at dinner time. Make sure you're good. If you have STC, go over crunch time facts. If you have Notman, they should have some kind of like key concepts for you. I think if it's achievable, they have stuff like that. Go over those things, get them done. Tomorrow, go over my crash course, go over trusts and estates and joint accounts, because it's not that it's hard, it's just low-hanging fruit. Go from there. Okay. You're going to rock this thing. Jessica, tell me what you're talking about triad dates. Okay. Dunk the monk. Thank you. Okay. Okay. There you go. Okay. Thank you very much. Chaotic. Okay. Okay. If you, the $8 class, it's remember it's on $8,000. It's on $8,000 class. It's whatever. Go to my YouTube, go to my videos, whatever it is. Go to my hold on. Go to my YouTube channel. Okay. Go to my YouTube channel. Like so. Then there should be a button that says join all the time. You can go there. But I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out a little bit on this. Okay. In reality, if you just go to my options playlist and you get it, but let's see. So earn memberships. Go down. Here we go. Here is the link to join. That's going to be the join. Okay, here we go. Okay, L Bud, I'll get to you in a second. Okay. Dunk, thank you. No, I look like a goat. Just because I look like a goat doesn't mean I am. Okay. Okay. James Schmidt. Love it. You love it, my man. Okay. I always forget where I am. I always forget how many places I'm in. Like my thing only shows YouTube. Everywhere else I'm going. Okay. Now, after this, I'm going to show you all the questions that start. So hang out, baby. You're going to get a good question. Okay. How to test for reverse convertibles? You get a question or two. Fundamental technical, it's on there, but don't go heavy on it. Don't overdose on it. Reverse convertibles, just remember that it's not that you get from stock to bonds. It's that it converts when the issuer decides. So if your price is low enough, they're gonna if the price goes down by whatever the knock-in level, right? I never understand it, but if the knock-in level, if your price is low enough, they're going to convert and give you the shares. If the price is too high of the stock, they're going to give you the bond, whichever better for them. So it's short term and it's a high risk. So why do you do it? Because it has a high return. It's short and has a high return. Okay. So, and then fundamental technical, there's a lot more to it, but remember, technical is for trading, T for trading. Fundamental is no fun. We're looking at the balance sheet. No fun. Okay. Look, if it's fun, I love Achievable. I like them. Okay. I like Achievable because they're all online. If your firm uses Kaplan, use Kaplan. It's not going to hurt you. I just think they overteach it. Okay. I don't think they're the best. I think it's STC or Achievable is the best. Okay. But Kaplan's fine. Notman's good. Past preference good. They'll all get you past the goddamn thing. Exam FX, for the SIE, you're fine. So whoever's doing the Exam FX, the SIE, it's good for that. Don't go to the next level on it. If you're taking the 6, maybe, but if you're doing the 7, don't do it. Okay. Yeah, so Kevin, you're going to write it down. You can't do it till you start it, right? So you get like 30 minutes to go through like their tutorial. You can try to start writing it then, but a lot of times they don't let you. They'll kill you. They'll come back and say, oh, you're going to do it. Okay. So just focus on when the quest starts, just write it down. But remember, the magic of the dump sheet is writing it and creating it. But keep it simple, stupid. Don't make like 4 pages of shit because it's laminated paper. You won't be able to do it. Okay. Guys, here's my question. I have a great question for all of us. Here we go. Where are we? Okay. are we? There it is. Okay. Everyone, I'm going to make this I'm going to make it a little bit smaller here. Hold on. Okay, see if I can make this a little bit smaller. Let's see if it'll work. Still not too big. That's what she said. Never to me because I'm Irish. That too big shit. Okay. So we're going to look at, no, we're not doing any others. So we're only doing number 53. Okay. Everyone look at number 53. This looks hard. Okay. Yeah, I do have a video on that. Hold on. Well, I'll look for that while I'm doing this. Hold on. I definitely have a video on margin. So while you guys are trying to figure that out and freaking out over it, I'm going to get the margin videos from my friend. Okay. So first of all, where are my margin videos? Here we go. Everyone take a look at that question. Try to answer it. It's a hard question. But it's not hard. Once you get it, it's easy. So here's... That's your best bet. That's going to be the low margin. Okay. So let's go. So number 53 we're doing. So again, I'm going to read it out loud. With ABC stock trading at 63, a customer buys 5 ABC July 60 calls at 5, right? So we bought... That's squeaking. So we bought 5 60 calls at 5. Great. That's the worst 5. That might be the worst 5 in the history of 5s. Okay. Now then we sold 10 70 calls at 2. So this is what we got. We bought 5 60 calls at 5 and we sold 10 70 calls at 2. First of all, I was hoping they'd say, what's your max loss? It's unlimited because you sold more calls than you own. Buy puts. You sold more calls than you own. So that's a problem. But unlimited risk because you have more calls than that. However, we look at this and go, what happened? So I go, crap, I don't know if I can figure this out. It's not on a test. I got a minute and a half. I'm just going to pick an answer and go away. But what I'm going to do here is go, okay, what I'm going to read it. I'm going to say to myself, I know the test is easy. I know the test is not hard. So I know I'm going to try to do this the right way. So I'm going to say, okay, where'd the stock go to? The stock went to 58. So that saved me. Because if I know it goes to 58, what does that mean? So what does that mean if it goes to 58? That means the 60 call and the 70 call both expire worthless. Absolutely fucking. You can't see 53? Why can't you see it? Is it too small? I can make it a little bit bigger. I wrote it here, though. Okay. Kevin, you can't see it. Is it too small? That I've heard. Okay, hold on. I don't know if I can. That's a problem. Let me see if I can do it this way. Oh, maybe that's, and then I'll make this bigger. Hold on. Maybe that'll work. Let's see if it works. That might be better. Okay. That should be better. Okay. So now that's the way to do it. So 50s. So we bought a 55 60 calls and sold 10 70 calls. This is a question you can get on the exam, I promise you, okay? So now it's trading at 58, which means they both expire. Thank fucking God. Because if they didn't expire, I would be dead. I wouldn't have to figure this out in a minute. So I go, okay, so let's just do the easy math here. Okay, you can't see me writing it now, can you? Hold on. There we go. Okay. But I got to be on here. Now, so how much did I get for buying this? How much did I spend on this? 5 times 500. So I spent 2,500, right? I spent 2,500. Now I sold, because remember, since they both expired, I just got to net this shit out. I just got to net it out. Now I sell 10 70 calls at 2, 10 times 200. That's just, so I'm going to get $2,000. So I'm going to lose 500 if I net it out. So my answer is $500 loss. So I'll walk through that again in case we can't get it. You got to understand, if you go at that and you go, oh my God, I can't do it, your mind goes, I can't do it, and you can't figure it out. But if you think, oh my God, I go in there so cocky and delusional, I think I can answer any question. I know I can. So what I do is I think it's easy, and I go, I got to figure it out. It's going to be. I always think there has to be an easy answer. I always think there has to be an easy answer, and that's what I do. Okay. Sure. Okay, I can do that. So that helps. So Seb, you understand the thing I sent you? Okay, good. Okay, let's get this out of here. Okay, back to the ugly. Okay, now, so let's go over this. Okay, so a REIT. So remember, here's the big thing: REITs pass through gains, not losses. Okay, I hope that helped everyone. Remember, it's easy. It's easy. Oh, it's easy. Now, a REIT. They both, by the REIT and a RELP both pass. They both invest in real estate, right? Now, a REIT trades on an exchange. You can buy it on margin. You can sell it short, but it passes through gains only. All the gains pass through, and it must pass through 90% of its income. Absolutely. Okay. Now, that's it. There's all the little things, but that's where we are. Now, a real estate limited partnership is a limited partnership. So it's a partnership. You and me, Seb, we have a partnership. All of the money it makes. Okay. It's in the Zoom is at 7. It is the links to sign up. I think I can try to email it to you. Yeah, I can. If you just go on my website and hit join, you're going to see the membership. Okay. Now, if you're the membership level, then you should turn the, see my golden retriever shit, turn the notifications on and make sure you look in the posts or the memberships tab, during the day, and you'll see the links. Okay. Now, a real estate limited partnership passes through both the gains and the losses. Okay. So it's not traded. They don't trade unless it's an MLP. They don't trade. Okay. They do not trade at all. Okay. They don't trade at all. You buy them, you invest in them, you sign them. It's a long process. I mean, it's not super long. It's like a T+1 kind of thing, but you buy into it. You fill out a subscription agreement, you buy into it, and then you're a partner. Limited partners have limited control. They just kind of invest the money. General partners actually run this shit. Okay. But again, REIT, we sell shares. It passes through 90% of income. It's very liquid. You're buying it for shit. So listen, the partnerships pass through gains and losses. And remember, I know you got it, but one more thing. All limited partnerships are passive income. So it's still, you still have to pay taxes on it. But if you the money that gets passed through and the losses are passive losses. They can only be used against passive income. You absolutely get a question on that. There would not be a lot of questions on limited partnerships, but there'll be some on DPPs. But all limited partnerships are DPPs. The gains and the losses pass through. The losses can only be used to offset passive gains. You can't use losses to offset capital gains and stuff. Unlike if you have a capital loss from trading, you can use it against capital gains, and you can use $3,000 of it against ordinary income. I love it. Okay. I love it. Okay. Guys, everyone, I'm going to post something here. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to head out. Thank you very much for doing this. I am doing a video. I have to do this. It's a PSA because I feel bad at what I did. So I do have to apologize to everyone. So everyone, please watch this. And I will see you guys next week. And anyone taking it, you're going to pass this, as I promise. Okay. Everyone, thank you very much. I want to formally apologize for the unintended consequences of my content related to the Series 7, the SIE, and FINRA and NASAA's licensing exams. What began as a simple attempt to explain suitability, options, and regulations without corporate nonsense has apparently caused more disruption than anticipated. Despite my best efforts to keep things straightforward and human, the effectiveness of these explanations has proven difficult to ignore. I understand that my content may have caused sudden increases in confidence, immediately followed by anger once you realize how badly this material is overcomplicated before. It may have caused aggressive note-taking at unreasonable hours of the night. It may have caused uncomfortable moments at work where you explained a concept so clearly that coworkers assumed that you already passed. It may have caused a brief but intense phase where you started mentally suitability checking strangers in public places. I also recognize that the impact of this content may have extended beyond the test taker. I apologize to the families and loved ones who were unintentionally pulled into this process without warning or permission.
I apologize to your spouse who now knows more about 12B1 fees than they ever consented to. I apologize for making your 600-page, $300 textbook look like an expensive paperweight. I apologize for replacing your internal monologue with my voice screaming long and low, baby, at 3 o'clock in the morning. I apologize for the confusing conversation where you tried to explain to your mother-in-law that naked calls aren't what she thinks they are. I also apologize for the moment you realized the exam is not actually tricky. You just were not taught properly. For any disruption to your sleep schedule, your social life, or your Netflix queue caused by choosing to actually understand this material, I sincerely apologize. The exams will remain difficult. FINRA will remain annoying. Options will remain misunderstood. And I will remain unapologetically direct. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your discipline. And thank you for refusing to fail a test that exists purely to gatekeep your career. Thank you for your attention to this.